In a world overflowing with religious titles, honorifics, and labels, it's easy to lose sight of a simple truth. The greatest men and women of God in the Bible needed none of these to be known by him. Their stories echo through history, not because of the titles they carried, but because of the lives they lived and the faith they displayed. Think of Moses. When God called him from the burning bush, he didn't say Prophet Moses or Deliverer Moses. He simply called Moses. That name, spoken by the Creator, was enough to move mountains and part seas. Moses' identity wasn't wrapped up in a title, but in his relationship with God and his willingness to obey, even when he felt unworthy. Abraham too was never introduced with a string of accolades. God called him my friend. Imagine that, the Creator of the universe choosing friendship over formality. That bond, that closeness, spoke louder than any title ever could. Abraham's faith and trust made him a friend of God, not a list of achievements or religious ranks. David, he was a warrior, a worshiper, a king. Yet, when scripture speaks of him, it simply says David. His story is not about the crown he wore, but the heart he offered. God saw a shepherd boy with a heart after his own, not a man obsessed with titles or recognition. And then there's Jesus, the Son of God, the King of Kings. He walked among us with humility, choosing to be known as the Son of Man. He could have demanded every title, every honor, but instead, he chose to serve, to heal, to love. No stage name, no grand entrance, just a life poured out for others. Paul, who wrote much of the New Testament, introduced himself simply, Paul, a servant of Jesus Christ. Not reverend, not doctor, not apostle with a long list of credentials, just servant. His authority came from his surrender, not from a title. Today it seems titles are stacked like medals on a uniform. Bishop, prophet, apostle, general overseer. We chase after recognition, sometimes forgetting that our true worth isn't found in what people call us, but in how we serve. Are these titles affirming our calling, or are they sometimes just masks for our insecurity? Jesus warned us not to crave these titles. He said, "You are all brothers." In his eyes, greatness is measured not by status, but by service. The highest calling is to love, to lift others up, to be a servant leader. True greatness is found in humility, in the quiet acts of kindness that often go unseen. The names that matter most aren't etched in gold on pulpits or embroidered on robes. They're written in the Lamb's Book of Life, remembered by God himself. Be faithful. Let your life speak louder than your title. Be known by your walk, your love, your faithfulness, not by the labels the world gives. This is Destiny Echo. Speak truth, inspire souls. Let your name echo in eternity, not in applause. Remember, it's not the title before your name, but the legacy you leave behind that truly matters.